You guys want to learn a trick?
Okay, so today I want to teach you how to do a bonk sex change.
So I went on my Instagram earlier today and asked what people wanted to learn, and I got a handful of bonk sex change, also known as
Bonk body varial.
First things first is you gotta know how to do a bonk. So I'm gonna do a quick overview of a bonk, because you can't bonk sex change if you can't bonk. So let's do that real quick. So typically you're gonna be bonking off something like this. This guy right here, it'll do, it's all I can find for now. But when you're bonking, you're usually gonna be bonking off something that's about 2 to 5 inches, I think is like the money zone for bonking. Really like little cracks in the sidewalk, roots, rocks, you name it. 2x4s, you know, this is about bonk size. Okay, the basics of a regular bonk. You wanna approach at about medium speed. Right as you come up to the object, you push your board down and forward at about a 45-degree angle and jump. So that push is kind of you pushing off your jump. And that downward and forward angle is gonna pop the board up and forward. It'll hit, come back to your feet, and you land. Here's an example right here on this guy. Now that we've got our bonks comfortable, now we need to move on to adding the sex change to it. The big #1 secret, not only just to the sex change, but to a lot of spinning tricks, is separating your upper body from your lower body. So your shoulders and your head, your hips and your feet. They're two groups, two different entities. And when you separate them, when they're together, you look really sketchy and it's hard to spin. When you separate them, they're so much stronger, okay? A really important thing to do on this trick is to start your spin early with your shoulders and jump early before you hit the bonk. So as I was first figuring this trick out, I would bonk and then try to late sex change, and it was so hard to get my body to spin properly. So what I do is I come into it, I start with my upper body, I'm jumping right before I hit the bonk. I hit it, right after I jump, I'm going boom, upper body, then lower body. Every time, come into the bonk, you start to spin, bonk, upper body, lower body. I like to keep my eyes down on my board as I'm doing this, and then pick them up as I land, just so you can see where you're gonna put your feet. This one is a little bit tough to do on a bigger bonk, okay? Because we're not really able to get that forward push that we need on the bigger bonks. But that being said, something to work on as you get this trick and as you build it is to start your spin with your hips, but push with your feet into the bonk, if that makes any sense. So it's like shoulders, hips, feet, so that you leave your feet behind to push it forward. And that's when you're gonna get the really good bonk sex changes, is when you learn to give that little forward tick with your feet as you're throwing the beginning of the sex change. So, to go over it, approach at a medium speed, load up, begin the spin with your shoulders, jump right before the bonk with your shoulders, bring your feet around, bring your feet back to the board, land, switch, and ride it out like a boss. Does this make sense? I hope this makes sense. Teaching somebody how to do something through videos, hit or miss. What I'm gonna do now is do the trick so that I'll have it for what I was talking about earlier. And then maybe, if I'm feeling it because it's real cold, I'll go ride around, give you guys a couple clips.
Yeah. Came in the game, no name, now I know the.
Yo, my pint is so cold.
Boy, hold up, wait, let me pause twice. Told my mama I'ma live nice. 2 exotic girls feed me all this mixed rice. I don't even tell them to spend the night. I like sleeping alone, kinda alright. But she still calling me like all night, trying to figure out this space. You'll be alright. Pass me the hookah, superpower up like Medusa. Homie, don't freeze, keep moving. Jumping over lanes, pipe down, no illusion. Eating Chipotle in the pool, that's soothing. Updating my life, call it home improvements. Taking out the trash, little buddy, I ain't losing. And my flip flops, on them shaking, just grooving. Yeah.
I went from the sky to the hills, had it better all together. I just hope that I live right. Smile through it all and kisses to my babies and the ladies. I just hope for a good night. Had my time and I won and I fought. I ain't perfect, I just pray for a good time. But they say they love me for my rap lines. It all comes together with a good life.
Everything feeling feeling so great, so good, not for real, just wait for the next night. Been smoking hookah every day with the models on the beach, praise up to the good life. I walk in and talking, no need to disguise, I don't got other options, just think twice. Don't got all the money in the world, but they treat the kid like Bill Gates and it feels right.
Alright, y'all. Hope you learned something today. If you have any more questions, leave them down there. I'm gonna go home and edit this video. If you guys enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button, hit me with a like, not for clout, helps the algorithm, helps more people see my videos, and have an excellent evening or day or whatever time of day you're watching this video. My name is Bodhi Harrison. This was another Onewheel session.